My dear fellow Arunachalis, please calm down. I know we all are in a state of like fear kind of thing that when or which day we'll get a news that virus has entered. So right now I want to give a clarification regarding one list of travelers which is making so much noise in social media. So I think this kind of WhatsApp or Facebook message is going on. So first thing is I want to clear that from Department of Health we have been trying to maintain the confidentiality as much as possible, and I am once again declaring that this leak out didn't come from Health Department at all, because we have been very careful. This, I am almost certain that this leak out came from Intelligence Bureau, the way it has been documented. So here, I'm very sorry, but then so many names are already in media. So I want to give a clarification, because in this list, many people didn't travel. This was regarding the flight which was supposed to fly from Guwahati to Delhi. So I will just read out the names who didn't travel at all. And I request the public, don't stigmatize it and don't harass them. It starts with serial number 1 to 9, Mr. Bengia Nagu, Tame Dokum, Kipa Nejer, Lisa Nyorak, Lod Anka, Mibi Ete, Pagir Lendo, Nabam Julie, Ritu Boko, and serial number 26 and 27 also, Mr. M. Bam and Kago. So they never traveled at all. They cancelled their ticket. And remaining list, they have already been contacted, tracked, tested, and almost all of them, whoever has undergone testing, it all has come negative. So we are definitely safe so far. So please don't harass such people who are cooperating, because everybody has to go for quarantine when they have a travel history, and these people are doing this sacrifice for our safety. So my request once again, please don't harass them, don't take it otherwise. Nobody is corona positive. Whatever protocol we are maintaining, this is to safeguard everybody. So please cooperate. So that was regarding AirAsia thing. So regarding AirAsia flight, we have almost tracked everybody. There was 2 flights. One was flying from Guwahati to Delhi, where 16 passengers were APST, of which I said 12 people already cancelled the ticket and 4 boarded the flight, and they were also been contacted, quarantined, sample taken, and came negative. Regarding the flight which flew from Delhi to Guwahati, there we had a little bit larger number, 30 APST people were there, of which we tracked almost everyone, except one which we assume he is in Tawang. So Tawang administration has been already alerted regarding him. So here 30 out of which 17 were from capital region, 5 from Pasigat, 3 from Sepa, 1 from Zero, 2 from Alo, and 1 from Bomdila. So my request to public is still, they shouldn't panic. Corona has not yet entered, and if we are vigilant, especially on check gates, I think we can contain this. So please don't stigmatize people, help them, and be clear with this. I've already cleared a statement. This leakage was not from Health Department, and those who are responsible, I believe government will take action against those persons. So anything you want to ask?
So out of those 16 APST persons,
yes.
For how many days did you keep them in quarantine, and after how many days you have tested them?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. In fact, there was some controversy regarding a discharge sheet also, where it was written 14 days, but the person was not kept in the 14 days. So that part, I admit there was a clerical error. So actually the technique is that whenever we put somebody in quarantine, we should test them as soon as possible, or at least by 5th day. So at the initial time when we started quarantine center, at that time there was a shortage of kit. Government was not able to get much kit. So testing was being done in a very rational way. So we were keeping them as long as possible, and basic idea was to keep all of them for 14 days. But as and when we started getting kits, we started testing them at early stage, and once they test negative, there is no point keeping them in quarantine center, because there are some other suspects also which have not been tested till that date. So if those negative people, tested negative people, stays together, they may get co-infect. So that's why they were released at the early date, but with the advice of to follow the quarantine for another 14 days at home. So I think that is clear regarding the discharge sheet also and the duration of quarantine also.
News about the SP0 who went to Delhi. Can you please highlight about it?
Yeah, this is a very recent, just today, early morning's incident. In fact, this vehicle of SP0 with one PSO and two driver, actually they had a movement order. They left Itanagar on 14th, and I think SP sir was dropped at Delhi. And then this vehicle was coming back. So the issue here is like this vehicle had crossed 4 red zone states, and it came back again via this same route. And these 3 people entered Holongi gate today 2:30 a.m. So at that time the medical team was there. In fact, they showed the order and they were asked to stop and do quarantine, like we'll send the ambulance and arrangement will be done. But then they didn't obey it. They showed the order and they went ahead. So I got this information today morning around 7 o'clock. So after that, myself and DSO from UPIA, Dr. Rina Ronya, and our medical team, we went ahead and we in fact informed Capital SP also regarding this movement. So we picked all 3 of them. But unfortunately, after that, I started getting calls from higher ups to release them and let them go to 0 straightly. And at 0, they will be quarantined and they will take care about it. So the technical issue is here that if suppose they are infected, so it's better to quarantine them here. So I requested the higher ups, give me some time, we'll take them to TRIMS and do the sampling, and after a day when report will come as on like maybe negative, at that time definitely we can release and they can proceed to 0. But as pressure mounted, I had no choice left. So in fact I already made a video on that explaining why I have to release them. So at the same time I informed my friends at 0 also, doctors at 0 also, to be watchful, like when they reach the check gates, provide ambulance, pick them up and put them in quarantine and do the further necessary things. So that incident happened today morning.